Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Type in the chat here. Let me know if you are live and if you're ready to go. I see we have a lot of returning people here on this call. I see we have a lot of new people on this call. That is amazing. No surprise, we're dealing with some technical difficulties. And on top of that, I've actually lost my voice. So I'm doing everything I can to push through this webinar today. So I apologize if I am a little bit hoarse, but that's okay. We have a pretty incredible presentation. So I want you to go ahead and type in the chat here. Let me know if you are first seeing my screen. Second of all, I think everybody here can definitely hear me, so that's great. But I just want to make sure that I am showing the right screen. Yes, it should say type in the chat if you are pumped. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everybody inside of our messenger, we are starting right now, can see. Connie, if you want to go ahead and let the group know that we are live, I did not do that. And that way we hopefully have everybody on the call. We have a lot of people on this call. That's great. So type in the chat here. Let me know where you're from. Let's see, Birmingham, Alabama, Rich McGuire. Let's see, you got Dr. Jim Emerson, Brian Davies, Denton, Texas, UK, Houston, Texas, Washington, D.C., UK, England, Atlanta, Vegas, Glenna, Houston, Boulder, Colorado, Massachusetts, Toledo, Ohio, Seattle, Washington. Okay, great. Awesome stuff. Let me just check one thing here just for a minute. Okay, no. That is not actually the microphone I want to be on, but it's okay. Does the sound okay for now? Okay, great. Okay, so first of all, I want to go ahead and introduce everybody and thank everybody for being here. And if you're new, we're about to introduce an incredible platform to you called Poplinks. Now I'm going to dive right in the presentation because we're getting ready to go into a launch. And so I'm going to be very brief and get you the information you need. So in this presentation here, we're going to reveal why timing is everything with this product and what it means for you. We're also going to reveal why we built this product and the lives that we plan on impacting. We created this software so that the little guy could win, so that we could have a tremendous impact on the masses. And you're going to discover the fastest and easiest way to build Web 2.0 pages in a matter of minutes. But I want your permission for one thing here, folks. Can everybody give me permission to keep this simple? Type in the chat here. Let me know if we can keep this simple, because I'm going to tell you what, at 46 years old, I've been through a lot of stress lately, and a lot of it has to do with technical issues. And technology is amazing when it works, and connecting this and that. And I'm just done with difficult. I'm just tired. It's just tiring. How many of you can agree that this business is tiring? Now, there's things that we absolutely have to have in this business, folks, but it's tiring, and it doesn't have to be this complicated. And I think that marketers have done a great job making things very, very complicated. And I will tell you, my partner, I'm waiting for him to be on this call. My partner was the first one that said to me, he said it live on a video. He said, there's really two things, Chad, that you need to have in a business to succeed. And number one is you need something to sell. Number two, you need somebody to sell to. Folks, I've never forgotten those words. If I were to lose everything, if I were to lose my job, do I have something to sell? Do I have somebody to sell to? Even without all the automation, even without all the marketing, I know for a fact I could literally go out there on the corner and probably find something to sell, right? And not usually what you sell on the corner, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I could help a business just with my knowledge, just with my expertise that I have. I actually don't have to have a lot of the tools. But we've also learned that the two tools that we do need, and I think they're a necessary evil in your business, are links and pages. And that was the focus on this. But getting back to just being exhausted, I'm tired of being confused. Even this morning, folks, how many of you have tried to do something lately and you're just so tired of it? You're tired of connecting the balls of spaghetti. You're tired of making it talk to here and there and everything else. And truthfully, we're guilty of some of this even lately. But we're doing everything to combat this and make it so much easier. We're tired of connecting things. We're tired of the heck. We're tired of the complications. We're tired of the unnecessary. Can everybody agree? Good. Now, I want you to know that the world is changing, right? And this is where I was talking about that we're at the brink of something incredible. Folks, websites are dead. My daughter talked about this when she was 9 years old. She was up on stage in Las Vegas, Nevada, and she said D-E-A-D, dead. And she was right. Absolutely right. What businesses are starting to figure out, when I say business, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about the chiropractor, the doctor, the attorney, the restaurant, the coffee shop, the whole freaking world. Anybody that's out there collecting money needs customers. If they need customers, they need leads. Everybody is starting to figure out that social media is how you get people in, whether it be Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. How many of you can agree with this statement that they're just now starting to figure this out? Some of you are just now starting to figure out that, you know what, maybe I need to focus on that TikTok. Maybe I need to focus on YouTube. Maybe I need to go out there and put together my group or my fan page. Folks, it's not going anywhere. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you can't beat them, you better join them, right? How about this? People are on system overload. Type in the chat here. Let me know if you are on system overload. And let me ask this question. When was the last time that you wanted to go out there and open up a website and do anything with that website? When was the last time? Type in the chat, let me know. Yeah, it hasn't happened. I can't remember the last time I went to a website, I called a number, I clicked a button. Most of the time I look at the headline and I'm gone. I'm gone, right? So everybody can relate to that, okay? In addition to that, too much information. Websites, there's all these tabs up there, right? And all of these different things happening, okay? So we have to fix all those things, folks. And this is the message that I want you to understand, all right? Because the attention span of people is much less than it used to be. When websites came out, hey, it was great. But folks, that was so many years ago. So many years ago, right? So all of these things here, we're going to deal with, and I'm going to help you understand the opportunity that you have today. So as you're watching this presentation, I want you to think about, okay, how does this apply to me? And how does it apply to people I could be working with? Okay, so I also want you to know this, and I'm not here to throw stones. You know, we all got to work together, but I'm not bagging on this guy. Does everybody understand that right now? But here's the truth. There's nothing wrong with sales funnels. It's for people that are selling their own products. Is everybody understanding this right now? That whole year one funnel away and everything, it's worked out great for people that are selling their own products. Most people, folks, aren't trying to sell their own products. I would say that a very small part of the population is actually selling their own product. Does that make sense? But how many of you are interested in going out there and selling products for other people? How many of you are interested in going out there and building up your brand? How many of you are interested in going out there and putting simple little hooks out there that you can go and build your own list? Type in the chat, let me know. Because you see, that's the whole concept here, folks. That's the concept. And maybe you get to the point, where you do want to build your own products, okay? But right now, that is not most people, all right? So I just want to be clear on that, because a couple of people have messaged me and they're like, aren't those your buddies and everything else? Isn't Perry at this event right now? Yeah, he is. We're not bagging on funnels. We're just saying that that's not the direction that we're going here. So what we wanted to do, folks, is we wanted to build a product that everybody could use. Does that make sense? We wanted to build a product that everybody could use, okay? And there was three things. When we talked about this concept, and my partner, Perry Belcher, He came up to me and said, "Do you think you can do this?" I said, "I think so." He goes, "Okay, I don't want you to look at what anybody else is doing." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Chad, number one, it has to be easy. Number two, it has to be fast. And number three, it has to be responsive." Now, for everybody that's new on this webinar, that's okay. But if you're returning, will you please type in the chat here and let us know, did we accomplish 1, 2, and 3? And if we did accomplish 1, 2, and 3, type in the chat, let me know, and I'm going to grab a screenshot. Just say, yes, 1, 2, 3. 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 And we're still learning, folks, and we're still making things better. And a lot of the reason why is because we have actual real people using this software. So if I come over here and if I grab a screenshot of this right now, you're going to see everybody is saying, let me bring this over here. Everybody's saying yes, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3 right here, 7:14 a.m. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right. So these are the type of pages that you're going to be able to build, and you're going to be able to build them in about 60 seconds or less. Now, how many of you think that's absolutely incredible if we could do that? Matter of fact, I'm going to prove it to you. But first, I want to share the big epiphany moment. So Perry comes to me. He says, Chad, it has to be easy, has to be fast, has to be responsive. Okay, so I go out there and I'm looking for the solution. I'm putting myself in the shoes of the newbie, the person that's not out there building funnels, the person that doesn't have a lot of experience, the person that's losing their job, the rest of the world that needs to, they're attracted to this whole online thing, but they need a way to actually succeed. And this was a big epiphany moment, folks. See, when you have cold traffic, all you need is a headline. That's it. When you're reaching out to somebody, whether you do this through social media or leveraging people with email lists, all you need is an attention-getting headline. That's it. That's all we have to have. Now, how many of you have seen pages just like you see here on the screen? Matter of fact, I went out there and grabbed those pages right out of the wild. And I started realizing something. I started realizing that there's 3 parts to this. There is a call out statement, who it's for, there's a headline, there's a subheadline, and there's a button. And then I started paying attention to what was happening with the ads once you go to the second step. And I realized that it's the same thing. There's a 3-part headline, but then what happens is, and this is for warm traffic, the first one was for cold traffic. Now we have warm traffic, but the only difference is you have the same headline, and now you have an image, bullets, button, video, bullets, button, image, bullets, button, image, bullets, button, image, bullets, button, image, bullets, button. How many of you can agree that if you open up any ad, this is what you see? So then it all of a sudden occurred to me, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, holy cow, most people that are not building funnels, this is how you get the leads in the door. And this is how you advertise other people's products. Scale of 1 to 10, how many of you are starting to understand this right now? So then I realized, how can I go out there and take somebody that doesn't have experience? How can I teach them to put the right words on the page? Because 85% of people are not going to scroll down below anyways, folks. I'm going to say that again. How many of you knew that 85% of people are not going to scroll past what you see here on the screen? So your words are very important. What you have up there is very important. So then all of a sudden, folks, we started simplifying things. We started understanding that if we're reaching out to somebody that doesn't know us, we don't have videos, we don't have pictures. But once somebody comes into our world, boom, now all of a sudden we have pictures and we have videos. And it was like a huge relief, because now I realized that less is more. And this whole thing became smaller than we actually thought it was. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying right now? It's very important. And the reason why I'm yelling is because I don't know for sure if my mic is picking up. So I want to make sure that everybody hears me. Okay? All right. So what I realized, folks, is we are doing the same thing. If we're not doing launches like we are now, that's about the only time we use a funnel, unless we have something going on out there in paid media. And again, we're not bagging on funnels, but it's not for most people, at least most people starting out. And most people starting out, folks, are the masses. There's what, 6.5 billion people on this planet. what percentage, just kind of guess here, what percentage of those people are building sales funnels? Time to check. What percentage of people are building sales funnels? Folks, they're not. They're not. So that's not our target market. Our target market is the rest of the world. Do y'all understand that? Look, Paul says 0.001. Paul's English says 0.5. Yeah, it's small, folks. It's small. We don't want that market. We want the rest of the world. We want to be able to walk into a chiropractor's office, doctor, attorney, gift shop. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. And we want to be able to apply what we built. And I'm telling you right now, they tried it, but it's a hard pitch. Not every business needs a sales funnel, folks. Would you agree with that? Not everybody, no. It's not going to happen. But I believe with what we have, it could happen. Okay, so here's the problem, folks. This is a big problem, huge problem. The type of pages that we're now able to crank out in 60 seconds, most people are building those pages on funnel builders. Do y'all understand this? They're paying $297 a month, which is a fair price if you're building funnels. But if all you're trying to do is set up simple 2 pages, folks, you shouldn't be on a funnel builder. How many of you are paying for a funnel builder right now? You're either paying $97, $197, $297. You shouldn't be on a funnel builder, folks, unless you're building funnels. So we're going to take care of that problem. But you see, even in our business, I realized we went out there last year and we did this product, and it was called the OPP method. OPP stood for selling other people's products. So I went out there and I went on social media and I mailed my list and I went on Facebook and everything else. How many of you remember this product? This is kind of the one that started the whole thing. It was the one that started the whole thing. We're out there cranking pages like this, folks, but we don't even know what we're doing. We have no clue. We're just putting together simple little pages like this and putting, 200-300 people into a course and just focusing on the words. We didn't even realize what we were doing. And then we go out there and Perry and I create this product when Clubhouse became really hot and heavy. And we put together this incredible product, and he went out there and distributed it on Clubhouse. And then I went back and I realized, I'm like, whoa, we've been doing the same thing for a very long time. 3-part headline, image, bullets. And then I realized when you don't look at this like a page, folks, don't look at this like a page. Look at it in chunks. How many of you can see different sections on this page? I'm going to tell you what I see. I see a 3-part headline, an image, and bullets. Now, if all you were to do is focus on a headline, image, and bullets, how many of you could create a page like this? Type in the chat here. How many of you could create a page like this? But you see, you have to start looking at it differently. You can't look at it in a single page. Start looking at it in sections. Okay, that's where it started. All right? So, 3-part headline, button, image, video, bullets, button. That's it. How many of you love this concept? Type in the chat here. Let me know if you love this concept. Because if you do, folks, you're now in a position to go out there and bring in as many targeted leads as you want to. You can build a massive list, but you're also in a position to go out there and sell other people's products. You can do, Perry was talking about how you, if you're, selling e-com products, that this is the new thing. People are doing pre-sales. Or if you're out there on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or any of those things, okay? All of this right here, folks, I'm telling you right now, it's about to become huge. And the reason why is because websites are dead. So between social media being a massive phenomenon right now and websites dying, businesses are starting to understand that they need to get a message out there. They need to build a list, and websites are dead. So how many of you would agree that the timing was right on point? Who would agree that the timing was right on point? So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo 3 things for you. Okay, 3 things. Number 1, I'm going to show you how to create a 2-step lead step and a bridge page in under 60 seconds. Number 2, I'm going to show you how to create simple little pop links to track your clicks and traffic. And number 3, I'm going to show you how to create our paid snippets to generate leads and sales with other people's content. All right, now which one are you most excited about? 1, 2, or 3? Type in the chat, let me know. 1, 2, or 3? Here's how we do this. To create the pages, you're going to come in here. How many of you have a dashboard that looks like this? Very simple. We're tracking your views, your opt-ins, your conversions, your calls to actions, your percentages. We're tracking all this stuff. And all that you're going to do is you're going to go over here. You're going to click a button. You're going to create a new lead step. If you can copy and paste 3 lines of code, you can build a page. How many of you believe this? Not only can you build a page, you can build both pages at once. The exact pages I just showed you. If he's being truthful, type in the chat, say he's being truthful. Because folks, this line of code right here, this what I have here on the screen has been used and abused by marketers for the last 10 to 15 years. If you can copy and paste, if you can copy and paste. But the thing is, it was all BS. It wasn't truthful. And finally, we're able to go out there with this hook. If you can copy and paste 3 lines of code, then you too can go out there and build a lead capture funnel. Keep typing in the chat here. I want to get all the way to the top, all the way to the top, all the way to the top, all the way to the top. All the way to the top here, folks. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. That helps the people that are coming in. Now, I'm going to grab a screenshot of that here in a minute, but very quickly, let me show you how this works. All we're going to do is see where it says click here to get started. Well, this is going to open up this tab right here. Click here to get started. This opens the global editor. You'll click that button right there. Once you do, this opens up right here. And you are going to paste 3 lines of text. And when you do, it's going to go through. It's going to take the top converting pages in the business, and it's going to update them. And then all you have to do is go through and choose your page. And then you can go through and you can update it. Now, how many of you can do that? Who here can type 3 lines of text and build those pages instantly? Now, let me come over here and let me show you. If I grab this real fast, you're going to see, yes, he's being truthful. He's being truthful. Yes, 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 truthful. Yes, 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 very true, very true, very true. Yeah, folks, absolutely. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and demo this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here on my page so that you can see this. And we're going to do a very fast demo here, folks. But how many of you would like to have a dashboard that looks just like this? Who here would like to have a dashboard that looks just like this? 221 leads, 15 clicks. You can see the blue, you can see the green. How many of you are liking this right now? Type in the chat, let me know, because that's what we've created. Now, we come over here and we're going to create this lead step. I'm going to click this button here and I'm going to say webinar demo. Okay, watch this, webinar demo. And by the way, folks, where we're at with this platform, we're just getting started. It's going to get so much better than what I show you today. Okay, so you can see that it's gone and it's created the funnel page. All right, so remember that little thing I told you? All we got to do is come over here and click this button that says click here to get started. So there's an arrow pointing right here. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and click this button. And I'm going to type in a call out statement. I'm going to say attention. Let's see, what can I say? Attention, stay at home moms. Now, I'm not very good at typing. So let me go ahead and do this. Stay at home moms. And what you're going to see over here is it's updating all of these pages here, right? Discover, let me just do this real quick over here. Discover how you can build fast, beautiful, responsive pages in 60 seconds or less. Okay, and that's actually some of the hooks that people are putting out there. But let me just do this. Okay, so if I go just like this, and if I were to copy and paste, okay, if I go just like this, you're going to see that it's going to go through and it's going to replace all of these pages here. And now for my call out statement, I can simply say, click the button below or fill out your details below. Your details below for instant access. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this, and I'm going to put this right here. And then there's some advanced options, but we don't need to worry about it. Now, How many of you, if you look at this right now, are going, holy crap, I would just go with that page right there. Or I would go with this page right here, or I would go with this page right here. How many of you would do this? Type in the chat, let me know. Who would do this? You're set, you're ready to go, folks. You are ready to go. If you get clear on the words that need to be above the fold, you're good to go. But guess what? We're just getting started, because if we want to, now we can come in here and we can go ahead and select this page, and very quickly, I can go ahead and make changes to it. Why? Well, because it's a full-blown page editor. But most of you won't need to do this. And the reason why is because we have given you the most beautiful designs. But if I wanted to, let's just say that I want to come over here and I want to go ahead and give it a different color background, right? We're going to go ahead and play it. Now we have the gradients. If I want to come over here and if I want to change this to white, you can see that this is how fast things are updating, right? Let me see if I can open this up in a new tab without interrupting that tab. All right, so here is, you can see how fast that thing just opened. But if I come over here, not only can I do that, if I want to come over here and if I want to load an image, let me see if I have an image here. I'll come over here to downloads. Let me see if I can find one for you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and load an image, and then I'm going to do something really special to it. So if I load this image here, you're going to see it pulls in the image. I can change the selection of it and everything else. But now watch this, folks, and it blows my mind away how good we did this. Look at this here. Look at the overlay I just put on this image here, folks. But guess what? It gets even better, because maybe this is hard to read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this shuffle, and I'm going to do that by clicking this button here. And look at this here, folks. Now I can come over here, and let's go ahead and make this dark. Now, how many of you are absolutely blown away by what I'm doing here in just a matter of seconds? In just a matter of seconds, folks. Look at the designs that we're coming up with here. Let me go ahead and make that again. Look at this. If I come over here, if I turn this down, look at this. You really cannot screw this up, folks. You can't. You can just keep playing with this over and over and over until you get what you're happy with. And it's the effects that we have with the overlay here. And we can take our text, we can make our text gradients, we can make our button gradients. It's very simple stuff. We took all of the complications away from everything. If I want to make this full width, if I want to make this field width, okay? If I want to instantly change the button, there's no menu over here, right? I just click say yes, grab it. Now, where does the button go? Well, the button's going to come over here to step number 2, folks, but look at this here. Step number 2, watch. If I switch this like this, these two are going to stay in sync with each other. You're doing both of these steps at once, folks. Both of these steps at once. So if I come back over here and if I shuffle this size down, look, this step is going to match this step. Now, how many of you are absolutely blown away by this right now? Now, let me ask this question. How many of you believe, and remember, we're just getting started, folks. We have so much more to do. And trust me when I say I will ride this thing out for the next 10 years at least. How many of you believe that we have solved a huge problem in our business? Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Awesome. All right, I'm looking at the comments over here. Perfect. All right, now, see, this is where people have failed. Now, somebody's saying, you're a crack up. I think you have an incredible product. Tell me how it works with SEO data and backlinks. Honestly, our focus has not been SEO or search engines or anything else because, man, Google's not going to find value in this. But I'm telling you right now, if you go out there and you put a hook on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, or if you have an existing email list, or you're leveraging somebody else's list, or like what we're teaching people how to do is make hook posts on their wall, we're sending them to pages like this, folks. We're sending them to pages like this. Now, if I come back over here and if I go ahead and create another one, let me show you this one right here. I created this one right here. Now watch, if I want to have a pop-up, let's say I don't want to have step 2. Let's say I want to send them directly to a link. Well, I can turn off step 2, but now watch. Maybe instead of having the form on the page, I want to have a pop-up. And so when we turn the pop-up on, you can see that the form goes away on step number 1. And so if I come over here, let me go ahead and click on this guy here. If I click on the pop-up, you're going to see here's my pop-up. But folks, notice the pop-up is matching your design. And if I want to scale down my pop-up, I can scale down my pop-up. And if I want to have an overlay color over here, like maybe I want to have blue, I can go ahead and turn down this here. And now I have a pop-up. And so if I open this up, you're going to see here's the page and here's the pop-up. Now, how many of you believe that you could go out there and you could actually do the same exact designs that the big boys are doing with the pop-ups? So look, this is 2 steps, folks. This is called lead steps. You got step 1 and you got step 2, right? Very, very simple. You're going to be able to create gradients. You're going to be able to do the 2.0 buttons. You have all those designs. You have all the copy. Very fast. You have the syncing ability. You just turn on your 1 step, your 2 step. You turn on your pop-up. You shuffle your design. If you want to come over here and add videos to the page, you flip a switch. If you want to add images to the page, if you want to add bullets down below, and we're going to keep adding more and more and more. But what we're doing is we're testing all of this stuff with our audience because we don't want to overwhelm anybody. We want to make sure everybody can use the system. Is this making sense? How many of you are starting to get some ideas what you can go out there and do for other people? Type in the chat, let me know. How many of you are starting to get some ideas what you could do for other people? Yes? Keep typing in the chat here. Let me know. Let me know. I'm almost to the top. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, let me grab that right there. Here you go, folks. Look at this here. Look at this here. Check this out right here. Yep, yes, indeed. Yes, I am. Yes, absolutely buzzing with ideas. Absolutely, this is sky's limit, mind-blowing. Right. And it's going to get better too, folks. But watch this. So this is 2 steps. But what if you want to go out there and what if you want to put together a bonus page? What if you simply want to go out there and promote somebody else's product? Well, that's called a bridge page, folks. So the lead step was tracking the opt-in, the conversion, everything else. The bridge page now, the bridge page, that's all it is. It has the same exact features, okay? But it's a bridge page. All you're going to do is have a single page and you're going to link it to your offer. Now, what's cool about this, folks, is you can come in here and keep adding bridge pages and you can categorize them. So now what we have is we have a library of landing pages. And if this whole concept works, and so far it has been working, now we go out there and we build webinar sign-up pages, we build free course pages, give away your ebook pages. We'll think of as many things as we can. And the concept is if you can copy and paste, you can build a page. How many of you see where we're going with this right now? Okay, now what happens is when you come over here, you can go ahead, you can clone the pages, you can update the category, you can do all of those things, okay? But now we're going to come over here and we're going to click on setup URLs. And from here, you can go ahead and choose our system domains. And we have more of these. We're going to have 25 domains in this system, right? They're actually doing that right now. Or you can come over here and add your own domain. And whatever domain you add, you're going to be able to use that for the whole entire system. So all I have to do is come up with my path here, okay? And then you can see I have a really nice clean look with my own domain. And it's telling you that this is where the bridge page is going to redirect to. On the lead steps, you have step 1 and you have step 2. Okay? Now, how many of you are confident, 100% confidence that you can build out these pages? Who is 100% confident that they can build out these pages? 100%, 100%, 100%. Get it all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Remember, we're just getting started with this, folks. This platform, I can promise you, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's amazing what it does. In my world, it's like a 2. My plan is to get it to 10, okay? And we need your all's help to do that. We need to get lots of people on this platform, lots of feedback. All right, so you can see here, everybody believes, yes, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, all the way down. Perfect. All right. So mission accomplished with creating pages. Now, let's talk about creating the links, because we've done everything we can to make this as easy as possible. So as you get the clicks, you can see over here, I just showed you my dashboard. This is live clicks, and then we have leads, okay? Well, what happens is the green ones are the clicks. You'll actually see this happen in real time. You'll see your dashboard update in real time. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on Create Poplink, okay? And once you do, this form right here opens up. Very simple, nothing complicated. We don't need anything complicated, folks, because we have a system that has the links, the pages, the snippets, and some other things built inside of it, right? So I'm simply gonna go ahead and type my link name, where I want it to go. I can use a system domain, or I can use my personal domain, and all of our domains are SSL secured. You go add your domain into the system, it's SSL secured. You're gonna put your visible URL here. You're gonna select your vendor, select your group, click Save Changes. How many of you can create a link like I just showed you? And it's a very important part of the process because it's part of the ecosystem. So if I were to come over here, I click the button Create Link, and we'll do just like this. I'll say eBay, and obviously it's gonna go to ebay.com. I could do my system domain, or I can do my personal domain. And for the visible URL, I'm going to put EB, and now we have poplinks.me/EB. I can choose me as a vendor, and we'll do like this, and we'll click Save Changes. And folks, there you go. Your link has been created. And now you see that these are links that are existing right now. So it's showing me that I have 342 clicks, 194 were unique. And I can see all of this data over here on the dashboard as well. It's going to keep track of active, completed, active, pending, completed. So you're not going to lose your links. You can fire off the pixels. You can set up expiration dates for these. How many of you are starting to get this right now? Somebody says, can you do a demo? I just did the demo. I just did the demo. And by the way, I was having breakfast the other day, right? There it is right there. It took me right to eBay. I was having breakfast the other day, and I sat there and I needed to create a call for our booster, and I need to create I need to create a link for the booster call, and I needed to create a link for the group. I was sitting there waiting for my breakfast, and I logged into my phone, and I went and I created the link right there. And then I discovered, I'm like, holy crap, man, we got to do a little bit better with our app. So what we did, folks, is when you log into the app, and let me see if I can get a screenshot of it right now. I wasn't going to show that to you. When you log into the app on the phone, what if I told you that there are 3 buttons right at the top that are screaming at you, and they're asking you, they're saying, okay, here, I'm going to grab a screenshot of it right now. I'm going to put it in my Zoom, and I'm bringing it over here on the screen. It's going to ask you, number 1, do you want to create a pop link? Number 2, do you want to create a bridge page? Or number 3, do you want to go through and let's see, create a lead step? Right from the phone, folks, these buttons are screaming at you. Now, how many of you have seen that on the phone? And I didn't know. I didn't know that we had the ability to not only create the links from the phone, folks, but if you can go and copy and paste those 4 lines of text, you can actually create the pages from the phone. Is that making sense? So watch, I'm going to go ahead and I just now brought this in from Zoom. I'm going to add this to a slide because it's actually a very special thing, right? Something that nobody else has been able to do. So let me see if I can find it right here. Okay, where's that? Here we go. Send. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and drag this over here so that everybody can see it. All right, I just brought that in on Zoom just now. Can you all see this? So this is what it looks like on the phone, folks. So look, you're sitting there at breakfast or whatever else, click the button that says Poplinks, the form opens up. You want to create a lead step? The global editor opens up. You paste your 4 lines of text, you choose your template. Now, it's a little bit complicated to do a full-blown editor in a phone, but folks, how many of you would be happy if you could copy and paste those 4 lines of text and you could choose one of those templates right there on the screen? Who would be happy with that? Isn't that incredible? So you click a button, you can go log in, those that have access to your phone right now, and see the Poplink, the lead step, and the bridge page right there. 7:42 a.m., folks. I just went and took that screenshot. Pretty awesome, right? So that's how we're going to go about creating a Poplink. Now, let's look at the last one here, folks. This is called Snippets. Now, I'll be honest with you. This was not something I was excited to build. It wasn't until Perry showed me what he was doing with the snippets, and I said, holy crap, you're onto something. And what he taught me was that you could go out there and leverage other people's content. So what he had was he had a simple video talking about firearms. And he went and he shared that video with everybody. He shared it with his list. He shared it on his wall. He shared it on YouTube. He shared it everywhere. And when you open up the video, there was this little snippet that popped up that said, hey, grab your air rifle right now. I can't remember the exact number, but it was something like $150,000 or something from a promo. And he realized right then and there that by doing it this way, it's the very best way to take care of your audience. And it's the very best way to build a list and make sales at the same time. And so I looked at the process. I said, Perry, man, this is complicated. Everything you're doing here is very, very complicated technology. And not only that, the people that have gone out there and built this technology, they've made it complicated. I can't figure out what we're supposed to do here. I'm sorry. It's a complicated platform. So then when I went through and I realized it, I'm like, okay, they're pulling in a single URL, so I can do that. But instead of having all this complication and everything, what if we just have you go and flip some switches? Now, how many of you could do that? And how many of you are looking at this right now and you're going, Chad, you know what? I know exactly what to do. And the reason why you know what to do is because it's the same exact features that we have inside of our page builder. Scale of 1 to 10, how many of you are starting to understand this right now? So up here at the top, if I want to have a snippet, I flip the snippet. There it is. I choose the location. I go ahead and customize it. I load my image, or what he was excited about is he said, man, I want to load QR codes. I said, that's a brilliant idea. So we loaded a QR code for this demo right there. Okay, so I flip a switch. I turn on the template. It's a snippet, or if I flip a switch, I turn on a pop-up and the light box appears. Now, how many of you would know exactly what to do with this before I even demo it? Nobody has seen this before, but how many of you are like, Chad, I already know what to do. I already know what to do. And you see, remember the permission I asked for at the beginning of this presentation. Let's do everything we can to keep this simple. Everything we can to keep this simple. So I come over here called page snippet, okay? And all I'm gonna do is come over here to new snippet. I'm gonna show you exactly how we did this. Now, I can put in ClickBank offers. I can put all kinds of stuff in here, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and pull in Perry's page right now. Some sites like Google, eBay, some of those sites like that, folks, are not gonna let you do this, okay? They're aware of what we're doing and they don't like it, all right? So if I come over here, I can go ahead and edit the snippets, all right? Or I can just go ahead and click it. Now, once I click that, it pulls in the data. You saw how fast it pulled it in. And look here, folks, you already got the snippet on the page. Now, okay, but I want to have a pop-up appear too. No problem. Flip a switch. And let me come over here and let me see if I can grab some of the things happening here. If he has a color scheme, it's kind of black and white, but let's say this right here. Let's use this color right here, folks, this blue button, okay? So whatever we do on here, we want it to kind of match. So I can come over here and very easily, I can choose my snippet colors and I can change the buttons, everything else. I can make it start to match that page. And I can have it say over here, hot off the press. Actually, let me do it like this. Hot off the press, okay? And if I were to copy that, sorry, it's early for me. Look, we do hot off the press, and I could say, grab my new email crushing strategy, okay? So I do like this, there we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy that, paste that there, boom, there we go. So you can see it's changing stuff right here on the fly, right? Grab my new email course, okay? Just like this. It's gonna change things on the fly. So when you open up your browser, folks, you're going to showcase somebody else's page in your URL. But now let's come over here and let's come to the lightbox, because I flipped on the lightbox, right? So if I come over here and if I flip on the lightbox, here it is right here. How many of you would know exactly what to do with this? Grab my new email course, okay? And I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna make the button color match, okay? Let me make sure I get the right color. I wanna grab this blue color here. I'm using a tool called Instant Eyedropper, okay? So there's that color here. So I come back over here and let me go ahead and click on the button again, and I'll go ahead and change this. Maybe I want to change the style of the button, whatever. Maybe I want to make it wireframe. Maybe I want to change the font. But what I do want to do is come over here and let's go ahead and take this down. And now what we're able to do, folks, is we're able to set an overlay color if we wanted to right here on this. So if I go ahead and preview this now, you're going to see that it opens up. It already did that because I was up at the top, right? So it opens up. There's a snippet. And as soon as I go leave the page, boom, pop-up opens. Now, how many of you can do this? How many of you can do this? Isn't that incredible? And some people are still a little bit lost. So let me explain, folks. Even though it's showing Perry's site, we're bringing it into our URL. We're bringing it into our URL. It's very simple. I click the snippet. I have instructions for the snippet. Okay? I can change the position. I can do whatever I want to do. Top left, top right, bottom right. Okay? I can do it on page load. We're going to have it to where you can time it. We're going to have animations. Folks, we're just getting started with this stuff. It is a monster platform, but remember, our focus has been, is it easy? Is it fast? Is it responsive? Does that make sense? Now, scale of 1 to 100, how many of you believe that you could use this platform? Right now, with just out of the get-go, how many of you believe you could use this platform? I want to grab a screenshot. And by the way, you're looking at this, you're saying, yeah, okay, but you were the visionary, you're the one that did this, it can't be this easy. No, it really is this easy, folks. It really is 100% this easy, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a screenshot here, keep typing the chat, type in the chat, type in the chat, yes, 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 okay? Let me go ahead and grab the screenshot and you're gonna see that everybody agrees that this platform is very easy. Now, my promise to you folks, in the future, you'll see where we're going to add cart abilities and funnel and all that stuff, upsells. I don't want to use the word funnels, but we're going to have upsells and everything else. But I promise you, my promise to you is we're going to keep it this easy. Does that make sense? Now, these 3 things right here, we're rolling this out in phases, okay? Everybody's kind of doing phases if you pay attention to what's happening in the world. What I want to do is I want to make sure that number 1, everybody can create a pop page. Number 2, everybody create a pop link. And number 3, everybody can go out there and pull in their snippets, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to keep working with you. It's unlike other people, how they launch products. We're going to keep working with you. And we're going to listen to you, and we're going to build out to my level 10. Everybody's happy with this right now, and they see us making massive changes, but we're going to build out to my level 10, and we're going to go out there and take everybody else out. Make sense? And the reason why is because we know it's universal. Okay? So if I come back over here to the side, by the way, how many of you think that was a good demo? Was that a good demo? Does everybody get it? I don't want to take a lot of time. I got webinars all day, but does everybody get it? Yes? Perfect. Okay, so now look, this is what this system will do, folks. Number 1, instantly create lead capture pages and bridge steps. Number 2, instantly create pop links to track the clicks. Oops, we have a spelling error. Number 3, leverage other people's content to make leads and sales. You have a complete marketing arsenal working for you. And would you agree that this gets rid of the technical obstacles of creating pages, gets rid of the technical obstacles of creating links, and the unnecessary charges with the tools that are too complicated. Can I get an amen, please? Can I get an amen in the chat if you believe that? And my students know I have a saying that goes like this: where you start is not where you end up, folks. So we're just getting started with this. But I'm telling you right now, I'm on a mission. So I ask that you have patience as we go through that mission. And I can promise you, you're going to be blown away with what we do here. So if I go ahead and bring this over here in the chat, you're going to see that, yes, everybody's saying amen, 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 amen. That's perfect. That's what we want to have. Okay? So 3 key platforms. It really is a marketer's dream. And yes, you can go out there and you can build pages just like this with the Web 2.0 gradients. I didn't even show you the patterns. Remind me to do the patterns on the next webinar. But you can see that we have the gradients on the text. We pull in the patterns, which is kind of the new way of doing images. Even if you pull in the images, we optimize them. We do the beautiful overlays. We got the 2 steps. We got the sync. Everything's here. There's another pattern. That's not showing gradients, but you can see the patterns are here. And the patterns, you just pull them in. These are actual speed performance pages. There you see another modern 2.0 design with the gradient backgrounds, the gradient buttons, and everything else. High scores. How many of you would agree that these are the most beautiful pages you've ever seen? And more importantly, how many of you would believe that, yes, you can now build these pages? Would everybody agree to that? I want you to type in the chat, yes, I would agree. I want to show one more screenshot. Yes, 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 yes. People are asking for the links. Trust me, I'm getting to the links here, folks. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. Everybody's saying yes, they would agree. Here's another one. Look at this one here, folks. Look at this one here. You can do everything you're seeing here on the tool. That's not Photoshop. That came right from our tool. Was created in about 60 seconds. A score right there. How about this one? Look at this here. Now we brought in the beautiful background. We have the shuffle on. We have the gradients. Folks, it's all right here. 2 steps created instantly. A score, 95%. You can go to the link right there on the screen, succeedwithchad.com/Poplinks Bundle, and you can secure your copy right now. You go there, and there's going to be 3 options there for you. And I'm going to tell you about all 3 options. But first, I want you to know that if you are not happy with what it is I'm doing, then you are, of course, going to receive your money back. I only want people that are happy. I only want people that are going to get involved in everything that we're doing. Not just the software, not just the communities, but Perry and I, we do events out here. We have all kinds of incredible things happening, okay? So I want to make sure that if you come in here and you join this, that you're extremely happy to be a part of this. Now, this will, a lot of people say this and they don't follow through, but just the page builder part alone, folks, we've already got set up to go to monthly. Just the page builder part alone, you will see that happen. It's going to go to monthly, okay? So I want you to go to the link right there on the screen. And when you do, you're going to see 3 options. And I'm going to tell you about those options right now, okay? So with the basic version, you're going to get everything I just laid out. Matter of fact, let me be very clear, and let me go ahead and open that up for you so that we're very clear on what this is, okay? So hold on just a second here. Let me grab that link. Okay, and by the way, how many of you want to grab that link, really enjoy this presentation? Type in the chat, let me know. Okay, good. All right, so if I open this up right here, the actual link that I just showed you is right here on the screen. Now, it's going to take a minute to load this page because this is not one of our pages. This is not the type of pages that we want to be creating with our pages right now, okay? But you can see that there's a timer on the screen and everything else. This is a special webinar bundle page. Now, I want you to understand this right now. For $297, you're going to get the Pop Pages module. Unlimited, folks. We're not going to limit the pages that you can create. Does that make sense to everybody? I'm going to put the link in the chat. This is going to remove all of your limitations, folks. Is everybody getting this right now? So you create as many lead steps as you want and as many bridge pages as you want. And as we come out with the new steps, like if we do the webinar sign up, if we do the free ebook, I'm just going to add them inside of here. You're going to get all updates inside of this right here. Scale of 1 to 10, does everybody understand this? Everybody's been saying, Chad, how do I open this up? How do I get more? How do I get more? How do I get more? Here it is, folks. It's unlimited, and you can go and you can set up your categories and everything else. Okay, so that's the first thing. You got the pop pages module. You can go, you can do the gradients, you can do the backgrounds, you can create those URLs, you can do everything that I showed you. Next, you have unlimited pop links. So yes, you can go in there and just like I did, you can create those links and you can set up your holding pages and you can set up your pixels and you can track all that stuff. Very simple. Everybody's going to be able to do this. Okay. And I want to make sure, did I put the link, did I put the right link in the chat? Hold on, I probably put the wrong link in the chat. Let me do that again. It was a different link than was on the screen, right? Did it do that? Try that one. That one right there. Let me know if you can get in there, please. Let me know if you can get in there. Now look, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are an advanced marketer, if you get off on complicated stuff and everything else, this probably isn't for you. I'm just going to be completely honest. We built this for the masses. Does that make sense? We built this for the masses. Okay, everybody's saying they can get it. All right, so you get the Poplinks module. That's the first thing. Now, if I come down a little bit lower, you're going to see that we have the page snippet module. This is what I showed you where you pull in other people's content, folks. And guess what? You are going to have unlimited on the page snip module as well. Okay, so you have everything with the pages, everything with the links, and everything with the snippets. Is everybody clear on this? This is what's included in the base module, and you're going to get all updates on those modules. $297 is going to get you unlimited. It's a heck of a deal. We originally wanted to come out at $997. Perry is really irritated at me for offering these kind of prices, but I know that you guys are used to getting deals. So here it is right here. Okay, so you can go ahead and click this button here. As soon as you do, you will receive an email with instant access. It's going to have your username. It's going to have your password. If you have one of our beta accounts, your beta account's going to be upgraded. Does everybody understand that right now? Okay, good. Is there anybody that's having trouble getting to this page? Because you can go through the page with me if you want to. I can't tell. I got some yeses, I got some nos. Who, if you're in the page, type in the chat, say I'm in the page. Got you covered, Herbert. If you're in the page, type I'm in the page, I'm in the page, I'm in the page, I'm in the page. Good. Everybody should be in the page. Okay? All right. So everybody that has beta, this unlocks you to unlimited. That's the answer that you've been looking for. If you're new to this and you saw everything and you're blown away, you go right to unlimited. Okay? Now, if you go through the funnel, folks, you will pay $297 for basic, just like I showed you here. Okay? And the first upsell, or maybe it's the second upsell, don't let me tell you wrong. I believe the second upsell is going to be a new feature that we have coming out, and it's $497 one time. And it's called the multi-client module. Now, in the past, we've gone out there and we've sold this for about $19.97 to $29.97. Right now in the funnel, and everybody asked me to add this. I wasn't going to do it. I'm going to be very clear what this is and what it is not. You are able to go and add clients to the software. Now, this will not be released. It comes out the same time that we do our event. That's going to be phase 2. we have our multi-client, and we have some of the stuff that we're talking about down below. The goal is to make sure that everybody's using the software, and you're going to see me do that with community. You're going to see me do that with trainings. So we want people creating links, pages, and we want people creating the snippets without issues. And then what happens is now we're going to open this up with our multi-client. Now, it is not, I want to be clear, it is not a white label. I don't want to do a white label. Most people fail with white label. Simply adding your domain and a logo and giving it to your client and saying, here you go, you can log in, doesn't work, folks. What's going to work is going out there and building these pages for other people. So as I was doing this presentation, if you saw the true value in going out there and doing this for other people, then this is probably for you. If you just want to do it for yourself, well, then the top level is probably going to work for you as well. Okay? So multi-client, $497, one time, and the release date on that is November 2nd, right before our event. Is everybody clear on this right now? So here's the thing. If you go through the funnel, folks, you're going to pay $297 and you're going to pay $497. Well, what if I told you with the gold package, I'm going to give you both for $497? Does that make sense? You're going to get both for $497. And what's going to happen is when you log into your account, you're going to click on a tab that says clients, and you're going to add clients into your software. And you are going to be able to access your client's account from your software. And you're going to be able to see their statistics. I'm going to repeat it again because I know some people are not going to get it. This is not the typical white label that you're used to buying on a launch where you do nothing with it, folks. Does everybody get this? I want you to type this in the chat. You're going to make the money when you do the work for them. You're going to make the money when you do the work for them. You will. When you go out to a business and you say, hey, you know what? I can set up these two-step pages. I can come up with your hook or whatever. You give them this beautiful Web 2.0 design, just like I showed you in the slides there, folks. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be in a good position. You could even go out there and give it away. What I would do and what we've been focused on with our students is I would set up one of these two-step pages, and then what I would do is I would go out there and run a basic campaign for them. And I would send it right to those pages. Now, what if I taught you how to do that? What if I taught you how to do that? How many of you would be interested in that? See, Connie and I are over here, and we're running campaigns here locally in our area with a $5 a day budget. And the reason why I'm not going above $5 is because I want you to be able to do this. And we're sending them right to these pages that you see here. Make sense? So, does everybody understand? For $497, you get the basic and you get the multi-client access. Comes out November 2nd, right before our event. And if you think that was intentional, that was 100% intentional. Okay? All right. Now, this here, folks, we're clear on the gold. Okay, I'm going to come back to the gold. I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. But now, let me come down here to the final one. And this is our premium package. And this is $997 one time. And with this, you get everything in basic. You get everything in gold. And there's some new modules that are going to open up. And this one right here, I am most excited about. It's called the Traffic Blast module, okay? And this is one that we're going to cover very heavily at our event. There's also live stream available if you want to watch that event. But with this right here, folks, the idea is, and believe it or not, it's a reason why I created the whole entire software, is once you have your lead steps set up, and everybody can do this. How many of you would actually like to go out there and take your lead steps and build a list with it? Who would like to be able to do that? Now, to show you, and this is, let me just see if I can come over here And if I show you this community here real fast, let me see, if you're not a part of this community, I want to show you some of the things that I've been seeing here, okay? So we have a massive community where we've been testing out all these concepts, and we've been providing trainings, and we've been building out these pages and everything else. But look at this here. If I bring it over, hold on just a second. You know, for having so much money to build out their platform and everything, Facebook is just so slow. If I go through this community here, I saw a post the other day from somebody. I keep seeing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and they keep saying, I generated 40 leads, I generated 70 leads, I got a such and such conversion. It was pretty crazy what we've been seeing. Let me search for the word leads over here, and let me see if I can find that for you, because the idea is that you can actually go out there and you can generate leads with these pages because they're fast and because the designs are on point, right? So I did a search for leads, and you can see another 99 leads so far, opt-in rate 30%, click-through rate 67%. I kept seeing these posts over and over and over. You got another 102 leads today, right? There's a lot of people that are getting these leads, and what they're doing is they're simply taking the pages and they're giving it to somebody else that has a list. And folks, that's a very effective process, but our pages aren't set up that way, folks. Our pages are not set up to do that. So instead, and it's the reason why everybody should start connecting the dots here. The reason why we have a link builder, a page builder, and the snippet thing was kind of a bonus is because of the screen that you're seeing right here. This screen right here, folks, what it allows me to do is it allows me to come over here and select my two-step funnel. And from there, I can come over here and I can say, okay, I've ordered 100 clicks. I'm going to pay 50 cents a click, okay? And it's going to start on this date and it's going to end on this date. And what's going to happen is the system goes and creates a pixel for you. Now, normally you'd have to use another piece of software. You would set this up, you'd grab your pixel, and then you'd have to go put it on your ClickFunnels page or whatever. Well, now, and you can still do that. You can take this pixel here and you can go place it on your page, and we're going to track that for you. But what if I told you we're just going to go place that for you? So now you still have your pages out there and they're generating leads and everything's good. But folks, on top of that, you're able to go and set up unlimited traffic blasts to those specific campaigns. Does that make sense? Scale of 1 to 10, how many of you are understanding this right now? And don't worry about it. We're going to have training with this and everything else. But I'm here to tell you this is very powerful. Very powerful. So once you have a page that works, you take the same page, you just keep doing new blasts to it over and over and over and over and over. And finally, you too can go out there and you can rent other people's lists and you can start building your list just like we saw Gary doing on the page. Okay? So that's the traffic blast. But on top of that, inside of the Platinum module, I'm going to open up the basic one to everybody, but we're going to have premium offers in here as well. And how this works is either Perry and I are going to produce the product ourselves. Like we have a product on creating audio products. We have the Clubhouse product. I don't know how many products we've done, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to create the hook for you. So we're going to create the 3-part headline. And then when you log in here, you're going to watch a video from us saying, here's what the product's about. We've gone and we've created the pages for you. Then we're going to put your affiliate link down below and we're going to put your share code. And you're going to take your share code, you're going to load it into our other system, which is going to be releasing very soon. We're revamping it right now based on some feedback that we received. And then now you have your 2-step page to help you build the funnel or help you build your list. And you know where it's going to link to for you to get the sale. And you have the share code to go ahead and either use our autoresponder or tie to your own. Is this making sense to everybody? Is this making sense? Okay. Now, in addition to that, folks, I'm going to spend 6 weeks with the Platinum members. And the reason why is because I want you using the software every single day. I want you to creating Poplinks for all your offers. We use it every single day, folks. I want you to create those lead steps, those bridge pages. I want you to do the page snippets to start generating leads and sales. So the only way I'm going to be able to do that, because so many times you bought a piece of software and you didn't even log in. Folks, I don't want that. I want you using my software. Does that make sense? Everybody goes out there, not everybody, but a lot of people go out there and they launch a piece of software knowing that 3/4 of the people aren't going to log in. Folks, they're banking on you not logging into the software because it's probably broken. That's not what I want. I want everybody logging into the software, and I want everybody using the software. Okay? Now, with all of these offers, when we're revamping and we're going to relaunch our global control system, and all of these levels, whether you come in on the basic, whether you come in on the gold, or whether you come in on the platinum, you will receive our global software, our global command software. Okay? But how many of you believe, if you're not already using it, that you're going to be able to use Poplinks in 5 minutes or less? Good. Okay, so you have the gold, you have the basic up here at the top. So you decide what's best for you. You have the basic up here at the top. You have the gold option right here where you get the multi-client and you get the basic. And I'm going to save you because I'm telling you right now, if you go through the funnel, it's going to be $497 to purchase the multi-client. And you're also going to get platinum if you choose to, right? Platinum includes all three. It includes basic, gold, and then the traffic blast module, the special offers module, and 6 weeks of integrator coaching. Now, the coaching starts Thursday, October 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all need to write that down. It's going to be happening either on Zoom or GoToWebinar. October 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will happen. There will be 6 sessions. Is this making sense to everybody? And remember, folks, you are backed by 100% money back guarantee. So if you're looking for unlimited with Poplinks, there you go, folks. The doors are open. For those of you that know me, you know that, as a matter of fact, type this in the chat here. If you know 100% without a doubt that Nicely is going to ride this thing out for as long as he possibly can, and we built this technology on the same technology that uses, that NASA uses, that PayPal uses, that Lyft, that Uber, the same exact technology, folks. If you know, based on what you've seen with Everlast and some of our other platforms, that we are going to ride this out for a very long time, and where we start right now is not where we're going to end up. I think it's important for everybody on the call to know that, hey, man, this is a big deal. It's not just a piece of software, but it's going to be an incredible ride. So I'm 45 years old right now. I plan on taking this thing into my 60s, folks. And the reason why I'm partnered up with one of the greatest, most brilliant marketers on the planet is because I know he can get this in a lot of people's hands. So it's not just another piece of software being launched on JVZoo, folks. It's just that's where we offered it for people to be able to leverage it. Okay. So if I come over here and if I grab this here real fast, let me see. Okay, good. It looks like Perry is coming on the call right now. I'll wait for him to get here and then we'll go ahead and upgrade him. Just a minute here. Let me see if I can find him. I know he had something coming up, but let me know when he's here, Connie, and I'll bring him on. But you can see right here, let's see, no doubt, I've already purchased platinum. Yes, without a doubt. Yes, he will. Yes, yes, yes. Let me ask this question here, folks. If you are in on basic, if you are in on gold, if you are in on platinum, please type in the chat. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, oh, and by the way, let me clarify something. With the multi-client access down here on platinum, folks, you have unlimited clients. And I want to actually say that before Perry gets on the call, because I did not discuss that with him. I put it in your guys' group chat. You have unlimited clients over here on this level here. And over here, folks, we've given you 50 clients. Okay, does that make sense? I'm sorry, I should have told that to you ahead of time. I apologize. Okay, so with the platinum, you're going to have unlimited clients. You pretty much have everything unlimited, folks. And as you purchase into these modules, well, we're going to keep upgrading them and you get the upgrades for free. Does that make sense? Okay, the questions are just pouring in. Let me see if I can get Perry here on the call. You got him the link? Okay. Perry's coming on the call. Let me just look at some of the questions here, okay? Let me just ask this too, because it was definitely a rough night, but on a scale of 1 to 100, how do we do on the presentation? Okay, good. Good. We're getting ready to wrap this up. I really want Perry to come in here. Okay, let me see. Let me go ahead and grab this. Get it to him? Okay. Right here. Okay. When you purchase, folks, your account will be upgraded. It should be instant. So as soon as you purchase, you log into your software. If you look up at the top of your screen, you will see where we have upgraded your account. The basic people right now will start to see the page snippets right away. Okay, so there you go, 100, 100, 111, 100, 100, 195, 99, 100, 100 plus, 100, 195, 100, 100. Linda gave me a 10. I think she probably meant to give me 100, right, Linda? 100 plus, great presentation, me, 100, 100, 100. Good, okay, so the big takeaway here, folks, and we go into this with everything we do now, I really want to keep things simple for you. And I want you to be able to do everything that the big guys are doing without having to spend all the money, without the complications, without the spaghetti. Does that make sense? Now, if you are in on basic, if you're in on the gold package, or if you're in on the platinum, I want you to go ahead and type in the chat and please let me know. And I'm going to grab a screenshot of this. I want you to see that everybody on this call is going to come into this opportunity. And the reason why is because it's an incredible opportunity. And by the way, I did not discuss it with Perry, but there's no doubt in my mind that Perry will be hopping on our integrator calls as well. And he's actually one of the people where I learn a lot of things. So the value in that, understand that, we have a $40,000 mastermind that, you could be a part of if you were at that level. And, we can talk on that if anybody's at that level. Understand the value of what we're getting by spending 6 weeks with you. And I'm not going to speak for him. It's mostly going to be me, but I will pull him in when I can. Does that make sense? Are these reoccurring prices? No, they are not reoccurring prices, folks. They are not reoccurring prices. So type in the chat, let me know if you are in. If you have beta and you want to go to unlimited, now is your time, folks. Now is your time. If you have beta and you want to go to basic, you're unlimited. If you want to go to gold, you're unlimited. If you want to go to platinum, you're unlimited on everything. Okay? Facebook, let's see. Okay, Gainer's asking a great question. Is Facebook blocking the Poplink system? All right, so I'm going to be totally honest with you. Right now, the answer is no. How long will that last? We don't know. Is that fair? Is that fair? Okay, good. I still don't see him here, and I need to wrap up this call. Did he respond?
Yeah, he'd say he'll be able to hop on right now.
Okay. Well, he can hop on the next one for sure. All right. Good. Let me just make sure. Other questions? Let's see. How many we create with beta? I think you can create 5 pages with the beta. You really want to have unlimited, folks. If you like this page builder, then you should at least come in at the basic level, and you should at least get unlimited for everything, because how many of you plan on using this tool? Who here actually plans on using this tool? If you plan on using the tool, type in the chat, I plan on using the tool. Yeah, good. So if you plan on using the tool, then you're going to want to have a library. Okay, you're going to want to have a library of lead steps and bridge pages, and you're going to be able to want to come over here and filter them by category, right? You have both steps here, folks. It's going to track your views, your opt-ins, your conversions, your CTA. And what will happen later in the future, because this is working out really well, is we're going to have it where if you have a webinar sign-up page, just give me your title, tell me who the host is, tell me the time it starts, and then we're going to go through and we're going to create those webinar sign-up pages for you just the same way we will. I'm going to keep adding to this, folks, because the concept works. The concept of having you copy and paste and we put it into beautiful, high converting designs, that concept works. Okay. Where does the traffic come from? Well, I highly recommend that you become a part of our world, Bruce, because what we're doing is we're teaching people how to go out there and get traffic from social media. We're teaching people how to get traffic renting other people's lists. We're not big on teaching people Facebook ads. That's a complicated process, but we're big on teaching people how to put together fan pages and get traffic that way at a $5 a day budget. Also, one of the things that we're very good at, how many of you would agree, as an added bonus, when you come into this, I promise you that you're going to be a part of a syndicate where we are going to be able to get you comments to your wall. Type in the chat, let me know if that's a true statement. Matter of fact, if I just go through my news feed, I'm sure, how do I get to my, let's see. I'm sure that I can show some people here, like Pierre's got 6. You can see there's a lot of posts coming in. But if I come over here, what we're going to do is if you're posting on your wall and not getting a response, folks, I can promise you that you're going to be a part of a syndicate where you're going to get comments like this. If that's a true statement, I want you to type in the chat, yes, he is being truthful. If you are part of the syndicate where we're able to take your links and we're able to get you this kind of traffic, look at this here, folks, 58 comments. That's not my post. That's not Perry's post. Okay. That one actually is my post. That one's old, September 15th. But I can come through here and I can find more people and we can show you how to get this kind of engagement. So where you're going to beat the algorithm and now we're going to take care of traffic. So if I come over here and if I show you, can you ask him if he's coming in? Say Chad's stalling here to keep it open. If I show you here on the screen, true statement, true, yes, indeed, truth, yes, he's being truthful, yes. So we're going to put you inside of that syndicate, okay? So there's an added bonus when you come in as well. So if we were to recap everything, folks, okay, and this is what I told you, it's so much more than just a piece of software, okay? We've created a piece of software that allows you to create the pages, allows you to create the links. We have Perry's amazing snippet feature here, and he's going to do a training showing you exactly what to do with that, okay? But on top of that, we have some advanced modules coming up where you're going to be able to go out there and learn how to rent other people's lists. We also call those solo ads. We also have the traffic offers where we're just going to keep feeding stuff into the system to make sure that everybody knows how to go out there and promote our products and products that we're going to endorse. But on top of that, folks, we're proven. I'm going to be able to take you, put you into a group where you're going to be able to go out there and get traffic on your wall. And we haven't really gone into the training of how to take that to another level where you always have new people coming in and you're going through and you're filtering out the people that aren't taking action, that aren't interested. But I'm going to teach you how to make those really engaging posts, and then you're going to have traffic on your wall. And if you want to, you're going to be able to take our software, and it's an amazing funnel, and you're going to be able to go out there and put people on webinars and stuff like this, right? I don't want to confuse people. I'm just saying that when you come in this offer, it's so much more than a piece of software. Does that make sense? If you buy gold, gold includes basic and gold includes the multi-client. Okay? Is everybody getting this right now? All right. So I want you to go ahead and type the level of access that you came in. Somebody's saying, why are you not telling us how to get in? All right, let me put the link back up on the screen here. You can go to the link that you see right there on the screen. And I put the link in the chat as well. So I think that's probably the reason why I thought you were good. But I'll go ahead and put it in the chat again. Okay. Let me see if everybody can get in there. Okay. And that page is going to take a minute to open, folks. That order form is a ClickFunnels order form, so I don't have control over that. I know our pages open up really fast. Okay. So let me make sure that we have that in the chat. I'll open it up over here. Okay. Does everybody see it in the chat? Does everybody see it in the chat? Let me know if you see it in the chat. Poplinks Bundle. Okay. Yeah. They don't see it in the chat. I put it to the entire audience. Let me try again, folks. I don't know why you wouldn't see it. Sure, I guess so. Okay. So let me try. Tell me if you see it now. It says it's going to the entire audience. Yes, got it? Okay, they're saying they got it now. I don't know, it's the third time I posted it, so maybe it's an issue with GoToWebinar. Okay, so the bonus, a lot of people, how many of you are interested in the syndicate? How many of you are interested in the syndicate where you can start getting traffic to your pages? You're gonna be able to make those posts. Folks, I can guarantee that you're gonna be able to do this. Okay, so not only have we given you the pages, not only have we given you the training, not only have we given you a bright future with everything that we're coming out with, and I showed you from the people that are on the call that we're gonna be able to do incredible things with this. I plan on doing this for a very long time, right? I will make this an incredible platform, even better than it is now. But in addition to that, now we're going to help you get traffic. Even if you're not a part of the integrator group for 6 weeks with me, which I highly recommend that you do, I'm still going to introduce you to the syndicate, where you're going to be a part of a group of 25 people, and you're all going to work together to make sure that you're getting highly engaging comments on your wall. And the reason why is because you want to beat the algorithm. Okay? If you're a part of the syndicate already, type in the chat, say, yes, I love the syndicate. Show the new people how valuable the syndicate is. And that, my friend, takes care of traffic. And once you do this, everything changes. And the reason why is because we're going to have Facebook where they're watching you, they're grading you, they're loving you, and they're rewarding you. Okay? So it's an incredible bonus, folks. an incredible bonus. Okay, keep typing in the chat. Let me grab a screenshot here. We have some syndicate members here, and let me go ahead and grab that, and let me bring it over. Okay. Okay, there you go. Yes, love syndicate, syndicate, syndicate. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I was not going to offer that. Whoever asked the question about traffic, I just now realized that we have the solution to traffic. How many of you think that's pretty incredible that we came up with that? We absolutely have the solution to traffic. Yes. By the way, how many of you would love to go out there and be able to promote this offer in this webinar right now with the pages that you've already purchased? Well, guess what? Come on in this deal, and we're going to set all that up for you. We're going to set all that up for you. As I said at the beginning of the call, folks, it's so much more than just a piece of software. Okay. What is the difference between adding a client as a category and having the multi-client? If you're doing this for businesses, folks, you need to have the multi-client. The basic version is for yourself. If you want to create pages for yourself, if you want to go out there and build your own list, then that's for you. Okay? If you want to go out there and do this for people that have TikTok channels or YouTube channels, or if you want to work for local businesses or anything like that, then you're going to need the multi-client. Okay, David, what you're asking about is not this product here. It's something different. Okay. Snippet is a brilliant idea. Yeah, you all have to give thanks to Perry for that one. He was really, really focused on the snippet. And the snippet is not part of the lighter version of the software either. It's a very advanced feature, one that's been complicated to do, but very powerful. It's okay. All right. Somebody's saying, is link rotator included? It will be. It will be. We will have a link rotator in there as well. Okay. Any other questions, folks? Any other questions? You're going to want to grab this right now. If you go through the funnel, you're going to be paying extra. So if you want to have unlimited on basic, if you want to be able to get into some of our new features, you know what the options are. You can go to the screen that you see right there. You can go to the link that you see right there on the screen, and you can go ahead and make the best selection. Okay. Don't worry about it, Tony. Do what you got to do. Okay. I'm just looking at the questions one last time. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, Jane. That'll work. Perfect. Okay. Again, people are asking questions about the links. If you go to the link that I put in the chat, there's 3 options for you. You have basic, you have gold, and you have platinum. Okay, so we have prices for all levels. I talked about the bonuses. I talked about how you're going to be a part of a syndicate. So those are the options that we have for you. And the reason why we have all three folks right now at these levels is because of what's happening with the economy. Like I said, we used to go out there with an agency license and it would be $19.97 to $29.97. But the economy is not all that great right now, right? So we weren't even going to offer this because of what's happening, but we know that this is going to make a massive difference in so many lives, okay? So if you want to save $200 on the webinar, then grab this right now. Otherwise, you'll end up buying through the funnel, and I don't think you want to be doing that. And just to clarify, yes, $297 on the front end, and then the first OTO, or the second OTO, I'm sorry, is the multi-client, and that is $497. Kevin, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Okay, good. All right, so look, everything that I covered here, folks, everything in this presentation is what you'll find in the funnel. The only thing you won't find in the funnel is we're doing a live event November 4th and 5th. We're doing a live event November 4th and 5th. And if you're a part of the community, you're going to be hearing about that event. Okay, so everything inside the funnel, the basic and everything with the multi-client and the traffic blasts and the offers, all of that is included in this bundle. That's what you would see in the funnel. So don't even need to worry about the funnel unless you want to, but it's going to cost you more money. And we know most people are going to the webinars anyways. Okay, one of our support people, I'm told that your email is coming from Vivek to access details. Look for that email. It should say access details basic or something to that regard. Okay, I'll get that fixed. It'll be in my name. Any other questions? Any other questions? Yeah, the email in the future will come from support@poplinks.io. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. You have the link. We're going to go to work for you. I've got a lot of these webinars to do today. Thank you so much for being the first. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for trusting us. Thank you so much for your patience. Really appreciate it. Go grab your access right now. Again, if you're beta and you want unlimited, I highly recommend it. There's so much more. Plus, when you're basic, you're going to be able to get everything else that we're doing on those modules, right? You're not going to have that with the light version. It's just there to give you a taste. It's not there for you to actually set up a business. It's not there for you to actually be able to do anything. It's just there to give you a taste on what the software can do. All right? So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hopefully, yes, all the questions are answered. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll reach out to everybody in the group. Take care and keep us posted.